expensive doesn't always mean longevity. Find out how students learn to dress for success. It's National Random Acts of Kindness Week. Stay tuned to see how students are celebrating. Take those extra few minutes to get your car warmed up and ready to go for the day, just as you would get ready in the morning. Arkansas still has not issued a stay-at-home order, but continues to practice social distancing. I want you to remember to always be the I in kind. Reporting live for UATV, I'm Cate Skinner. I'm here at Fountain Lake School District, where students have been told to take their education home and online, making staying active difficult when all extracurricular activities have been canceled. Social distancing is still in effect across the country, causing graduations, weddings, and any planned event to be canceled. For some, their birthday celebrations seem to be out of the question, but for one community, nothing was stopping them from celebrating this little girl. These may not be your average birthday sounds, but they were for Skylar Faulkner on her 17th birthday. For 3 years, Skylar has been counting down the days until her birthday.
How many days? 25 days.
She had big plans for her awaited day, but because of the coronavirus, everything was put on hold. Her mother, Leslie Faulkner, a special education teacher and Down syndrome advocate, took to Facebook with ideas to celebrate Skylar. She planned a parade which the community swiftly rallied behind. Skylar also loves receiving mail. She goes live on Facebook every morning, and she's received over 100 cards.
People loved it, so, we just continue.
Leslie says that this has been an exciting few days for Skylar to have activity back in her life.
For our students with special needs, sitting at home can be very difficult.
As an educator for Mountain Pines community-based instruction program, finding alternative ways to add normalcy back to her students' lives is key during this time.
We're focusing on those life skills and getting them to be able to work in the community. That's one thing that I want to see more of our folks working in our community and our community embracing it.
The celebration of Skylar brought smiles and happiness.
People truly care about her, and I love it.
Showing just how important birthdays can be. Reporting for UATV, I'm Cate Skinner. Empty parking lots and empty dugouts is what COVID-19 has brought this Arkansas high school.
It's just hard. It's hard because this was our season and it got taken away.
Brownlee is a junior commit to West Point Army Academy and plays pitcher for the Fountain Lake Cobras. But because of the coronavirus outbreak, his season was canceled and the Fountain Lake school remains closed. I'm standing on the Fountain Lake baseball field where, for some of the players, it would have been their most crucial recruiting season for their college careers. But this year, because of COVID-19, it's a possibility that not a single game will be played on this field. Behind me, you'll see that the pitcher's mound, where Bryce could have led Fountain Lake to Cobra victory. But the community around Fountain Lake baseball aren't the only ones who are experiencing this. Our Arkansas Razorbacks have also had their season cut short. Aside from his season getting taken away, Brownlee talked about how this virus is affecting students in general.
But it's scary to know that if your parent or loved one gets this, it could possibly kill them. And then that affects your life in so many ways: depression, anxiety, food on the table, clothes, necessities you need for an everyday life.
The CDC tells us that there's nearly 200,000 cases in the United States, and these numbers are just expected to grow. Governor Asa Hutchinson says that he's keeping the students, faculty, staff safety in mind when he's implementing these programs and precautionary reasons to stay off campus and to help flatten the curve of COVID-19. Reporting for UATV, I'm Cate Skinner. According to the CDC, the fatality rate for ages 20 to 54 is less than 1%. While most students worry about transitioning to online classes or moving home, students like Hannah Pugh have different concerns. Hannah is a senior who suffers from an autoimmune deficiency, which puts her at a greater risk during this time.
You're at college campus, everyone's still going out, but I can't be doing that because it is that older people get it, but I'm the exception. I have a weakened immune system, so I can catch this, and if I go to the hospital, my outcomes don't look good.
Arkansas has begun implementing school and business closures and advising against public gatherings in order to slow the spread of COVID-19.
That you can get it and then give it to someone with a weakened immune system or your grandparents. And so I know that's a huge thing with social distancing right now, is to try to prevent it from you spreading it to someone else, even though if you do get it, it could be a mild case, whereas if they get it, they could die.
There are no confirmed cases at this time in Fayetteville, but the university continues to keep the students, faculty, and staff in mind. Reporting for UATV, I'm Cate Skinner. Non-essential businesses continue to stay closed. This affects not only the owners, but also the employees. Fashion for Friends in Hot Springs, Arkansas, has partnered with the Chamber of Commerce to help the surrounding community. When a gift card is purchased at a participating business like Fashion for Friends, the amount is matched and distributed out for community relief and grocery assistance. The owners have also been utilizing Facebook and Instagram to continue sales. Lambert and White have been optimistic during the time, but are ready to open up their doors.
We have a lot of our customers contacting us and saying, hey, we missed you guys. We're ready to get back in there and shop. We're ready to see you. And
I think a lot of people too, they want to come, they might not buy anything, but they like to come visit with us.
Arkansas still has not issued a stay-at-home order, but continues to practice social distancing. The officials released yesterday that there is an increase in cases in the state. Reporting for UATV, I'm Cate Skinner.
UATV's Cate Skinner is live with the story.
It's National Random Acts of Kindness Week, and this year, for the first time, the University of Arkansas is taking an Arkansas twist with Hogs Give Back Week. Now, this week is designed to challenge students to do one random act of kindness every day. If you've walked through the Union, you've probably noticed that there's a tabling outside for Arkansas student government. On this table, you'll find a spinning wheel, and students have the opportunity to spin this wheel to be assigned a random act of kindness. If they chose to participate, they could take a picture, put it on their Instagram story, and tag ASG for a kindness giveaway. Now, I sat down with one ASG senator, and she told me that there's a real bigger reason to why they're choosing to celebrate this week like they are.
I think that this will open up more doors so we are able to table for more things like kindness or self-esteem, awareness, anxiety, depression, and we can just really open that conversation that hasn't been opened before. Volunteer in the community, woo!
Churches around the state and the nation have moved to online or remote services. Even with Easter being this Sunday, these churches will continue to host their services online to combat the spread of COVID-19. After guidance from the bishop, CDC, and governor, Mountainside United Methodist in Hot Springs Village have decided to administer Easter Communion in a drive-through style this Sunday, along with their Facebook Live broadcast service.
We've got the traffic pattern set. Maps have been sent out to everyone, and we'll be observing that. And even though it's going to be raining, there is a covered area at the front of the church that we will utilize as people drive through, receive the elements, receive a blessing, and then exit to allow others to do the same.
Arkansas officials have been recommending that these churches move remote since an outbreak happened in Grosse Ferry where a congregation had nearly 36 people infected. Walker says that the church remains open for prayer during the week. Reporting for UATV, I'm Cate Skinner.